Hi friends, in the last session we have discussed the Java methods. In this session we are going to discuss more about the Java methods. See, this is the method syntax. While declaring the method, we should follow this syntax, that is modifier list, return type, method name, and inside the method name parameters list. See, modifier list. This is represent access permission, whether we can access the method or not. This is optional. Return type. This return type defines the functionality of the value, that is functionality of return value. This is also mandatory. Method name. The method name defines the functionality name, that is which operation that the method is using to perform. This is also mandatory. Parameters list. This is optional because if we want to provide the parameters, then we have to provide the parameters, otherwise no need. This is also optional. See, throws exception. This is representing exception handling. We will discuss in the exception handling. See example, public void m1. See, this public is the modifier, void is the return type, and m1 is my method name. See, in this second example, private is the modifier, int is the return type, empty is the method name. See, here I am declaring two variables, that is a and b. These are the parameters list. Method signature. Method name and parameters list is called method signature. Syntax: method name, parameters list. Example: m1 is the method name and int a is the parameter, together called as method signature. See example 1: instance and static methods without arguments. These we have already discussed in the last session. That is, instance methods are bounded with objects, hence call the instance methods by using object name, that is reference variable. Static methods are bounded with class, hence access the class static methods by using class name. See, in the last session we have discussed this. Let's see the example. See, these are the two methods, that is m1 and m2. This is my instance method and this is the static method, and I have called the method in the main method, that is s.m1, and the static method as class name, that is sample code.m2. We have discussed earlier. See, after example 2, instance and static methods with parameters. If the method is expecting parameters, then while calling that method must pass the values to that parameters, then only the method will be executed. While passing parameters, number of arguments and order of arguments is important. See, let's see the example. See, I am declaring two variables, that is int a and int b. These are the two integers values. See, I must call this method by inputting some values, that is I am inputting, those are integer values, so I am inputting 2, 3. Then I am going to call that method, that is instance method and static method. While declaring that method, we should follow the order. Order is more important. If I am going to try passing another value and run the code, this will getting execute creates an error. So while declaring, we should follow the order. While calling methods, it is possible to provide variables as a argument values. We can provide the variables. See, I am declaring two variables, that is int a equals to 1 and int b equals to 2, and I am declaring the variables and I am calling that method by using the variables, that is a comma b. I am running the code. See, instance method and static method. Let's see the another example. Example 4. Inside the class, it is not possible to declare two methods with same signature. Same signature means same parameters and same return type. If you are trying to declare two methods with same signature, compiler will raise compilation error message. See, let's see the code. See, this is the sample. C is the class name, and I am declaring the two methods with same signature, and I am calling the method, that is t.m1, and I run the code. See, and here we find the error. Method m1 is already defined in class sample C, because I am defining the two methods with the same name and same parameter. So in the Java, duplication is not possible. Example 5. For Java methods, return type is mandatory, otherwise the compilation will generate error message, invalid method declaration, return type required. See, we must provide the return type, otherwise it will generate an error. In this example, I am not providing the return type and calling that method. That is, see, actually this is an error. That is, the method M1 is undefined for the type sample code. So by this session we can clearly understand about the Java methods and some examples. So please subscribe my channel. Thank you.